Have you ever wondered where the idea of werewolves, vampires, and zombies came from? When I made the Plague and its variants video, some people asked what was the basis of the video, even though I thought it was quite clear. The point of the video was Gorilla and his crew, using the shadow, created and released the plague into the world, and also created a so-called solution for the plague they created. And why do you think they did that? Watch the video to know part of the reason, but in this video, I will explain on some other reasons why they did it. Remember, I told you the purpose of the entertainment industry, which is misinformation, confirmation, distraction, adaptation, possession, and preparation. With the particular topic today, which is zombie, the emphasis will be on preparation. Before I go any further, hi, my name is Joseph, and you're welcome to Logical Truth TV. Wait for it, here's the intro. FYI, I have 18 eye-opening videos about the deceptions of this world we live in, and the videos are meant to wake you up from the deceptive slumber induced by Gorilla and his crew. So please, go and watch them so we'll move in one accord on this journey and escape the inevitable destruction to come at the world's end. Also, subscribe, share, and comment while at it. Thank you. I remember my first experience and knowledge of zombie was the Thriller video by Michael Jackson, and I remember it freaked me out because I was little, of course, but as I grew, I saw more shows and movies about zombies, werewolves, and vampires, and I thought nothing of it because I started to adapt to and enjoyed such thriller or horror shows and movies. I became obsessed with it that I realized that I wasn't myself anymore. In summary, I was possessed with the evil spirits. And no, it's not that I started to turn into a vampire, werewolf, or zombie. I realized that the desire of being violent, tearing people, and spilling blood made residence in my thoughts, my every being. Though this isn't what the video is about. You see, if you research, you realize that their origin dates back thousands of years ago, and it's thought that they were just folk tales propagated in different cultures, but most especially in the Greek culture. And it was claimed to be fantasies, which is somewhat true but not entirely. The truth is, werewolves, vampires, and zombies actually exist, but you can't see them because they exist in spirit. They are spirits. Yes, they exist in the spirit world. That's why Gorilla and his crew shows us the wickedness in the form of entertainment. Check my previous videos and you'll see that it's a common theme. You see, they love to advertise themselves, their works and achievements to mankind because they are thieves and desperate to rule over mankind and his affairs. As Yahweh said in the precious book aka the Holy Bible in John chapter 10 verse 7 to 8. Then Jesus aka Yahweh with us said to them, "Most assuredly I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them." The sheep are those who hear the true word of Yahweh and believes and adheres to it. The sheep must not have necessarily heard about Yahweh and his ways before, but the moment they come across Yahweh and his statutes, they instantly are convinced and become a believer of Yahweh. And the rest of mankind who doesn't hear or adhere to Yahweh and his statutes are referred to as goats, stubborn and rebellious, and they belong to Gorilla and his crew. And the thieves from the Bible verse we just heard refers to Gorilla and the aliens aka fallen angels aka demons, for they came on earth before Yahweh did and announced themselves to mankind claiming to be gods and creators of mankind, which is obviously a lie. That's why the new acronym GOAT, greatest of all time, was coined by them. That's their strategy of making us use their terms and involving us with them. In other words, making us ignorantly claim to our creator, Yahweh, that we prefer to be identified as a goat instead of a sheep. And also, it's the reason why all activities of the evil ones always have horns associated with it. The horns represent a goat and rebellion. Back on topic. So Gorilla and his crew indoctrinated us by glorifying themselves and their ways to us and make us accept them and their ways ignorantly and thereby condemning ourselves. So yes, werewolves, vampires, and zombies actually exist in spirit, but still, that's not the purpose of this video. Have you realized the number of shows and movies about zombies produced especially recently, especially in comparison to vampire and werewolf shows and movies? It's done like this for a reason. It's shoved in our faces day and night in order to possess us with the evil spirits and to prepare us for what is to come, what they are planning to bring to pass in this last age. If you notice the zombie shows and movies, it always starts with a virus outbreak, and then people affected by it always assume a hibernating or almost lifeless stage. Emphasis on almost lifeless, because they never truly die until they are actually killed. And then the heightened desire to eat flesh and drink blood stage ensues. Then, have you also realized that the initial zombie shows and movies had slow-moving zombies? But recently, especially starting with I Am Legend, from my knowledge, started having quick-moving zombies? They are letting you know that there will be different versions of the zombie plague. You will have zombies that move slow that most will escape, and quick-moving zombies that more will fall to, like in the movie I Am Legend. And also quick-moving zombies that is actually smart, like in the movie Army of the Dead. I know some of you will come across this information and say, wow, he must be delusional. And for that sake, I'll ask this question. Did you ever think there would be a time that a pandemic will overwhelm the whole world to the extent that the whole world was in fear and forced to a lockdown? Did you? Or have you forgotten so soon? You tell me, has such a thing ever happened before that every country was on lockdown? I told you they have created a reality. The reality we find ourselves in isn't by our own doing or knowledge. It is a reality that Gorilla and the aliens, aka fallen angels, aka demons, using the shadow, have created for us as we blindly and ignorantly live in it, believing that our reality is what we make of it. How laughable. Worse plagues and viruses are going to come forth, unfortunately. And if you still choose to be nonchalant, ignorant about this, then you might fall victim to it, unfortunately. You are not better in any way than those who contacted and died of coronavirus. You are only for now simply alive and healthy because the grace of your Creator Yahweh was extended to you without your knowledge. And when the subsequent plagues come, will your cup of unrighteousness be already full, or will His grace still be sufficient for you? Little by little, Gorilla and his crew are reducing the population of mankind in preparation for their one-world civilization. And that brings me to the topic of the viral pandemic and its mutations. Humor me for a minute. If indeed what I said is true about Gorilla and the aliens, aka fallen angels, aka demons, using the shadow to create deadly plagues and spreading it out amongst mankind is true, then why are they still offering to and creating solutions to the plagues they on purpose created and spread among men? It's simple, that's how they work, because it never fails. They secretly create a problem and openly declare themselves the solution to that problem in order to achieve whatever diabolic plans they have. Let me share a little clip of a drug called Flakka that makes people lose their minds once they indulge in it. I'll be back afterwards.
They're completely psychotic. They look like zombies.
Yes, somebody's gonna shoot at me.
Nobody's gonna shoot you.
They're hearing voices and seeing things that aren't there.
Naked and out of their minds.
Doesn't look like he has clothes on at this time.
You've seen the bizarre behavior. People ripping their clothes off, leading police on chases, breaking into homes, acting paranoid.
Dude is naked.
No, they're not mentally ill. They're high on cheap synthetic drugs like Flakka, Spice, and K2.
You get so psychotic, you don't know what's going on, and your brain just goes trippy.
What 23-year-old Brian Harrison thought.
I heard from friends that it was similar to weed, and so that's when I ended up trying it.
But it was nothing like weed. Brian says the synthetic drug he used terrified him.
I started to have visual distortions. I had audio distortions. I lost sense of where I was, even in my own body. Like, I had no idea who I was at the point.
So you lost all control of your body. What is your mind going through? What are you thinking?
At that point, I'm scared because I don't know what's going on. This is my first time trying this.
As you saw clearly, it's a synthetic drug man-made from chemicals. If flakka is this effective and destructive, imagine the effect of a perfected weaponized plague. Every day and night they are in the labs concocting weapon-grade plagues to use against us, slowly but surely achieving their diabolic purpose, one of which is to reduce the population of the earth. This is the reason why I said you shouldn't indulge in any so-called solution for whatever plagues or afflictions out there. That's why I told you not to allow them have access to your children in the name of jab solutions, because they see us as guinea pigs. They experiment and perfect their plagues and solutions upon us in preparation for the coming man-made apocalypse that will come to fruition once our Creator Yahweh stops delaying the wickedness at hand. The solutions are like double-edged knives. They are disguises. It's claimed to be for a noble purpose and kinda serves that purpose, but lays wait to fulfill its real purpose when the time comes for it to. Using one of the pillars of the destruction of mankind, the media industry, they propagate fear in our hearts by hyping and exaggerating the true potency and damages of a pandemic just to strongly insist and encourage us to take the solutions. And of course, those whose cups of unrighteousness is already full to the brim, those who are goats, will ignorantly and foolishly run to take the solutions that was created for their destruction in the first place. And that's how the zombie virus and apocalypse will be burned. Haven't you realized that most, if not all, vampire and werewolf shows or movies happen to have the werewolf or vampire characters operating secretly, hidden from the government, in contrast to zombie shows and movies that always involves the government and the society as a whole? This is so because the vampire and werewolf movies are simply them glorifying themselves and their works to mankind in form of entertainment and possessing mankind, and that's all to it. But the zombie movies is all that plus the intention to bring it into our reality, the wickedness itself. There are some of you who have watched and are in love with the idea of a world filled with zombies where one will have to kill to survive. You have no idea how uncinematic it is. It will not feel like entertainment. It's going to be a war. So people, here's my warning to you. They don't show you zombie movies, renewing the different shows and movies year after year just to entertain you. This is their plan and this is their intention. And my suggestion is be wary, be careful, and make sure you take caution. They do not love you as they claim to. Whatever they say they are doing for your good on your behalf is simply a lie. They work with deception, and that's all they know. For don't forget, the precious book, aka the Holy Bible, says the enemy is simply here to kill, to steal, and to destroy. That's all they know, and that's all they will do. Do not run after every solution they present before you, for indeed they are responsible for the problems itself. Have you watched this video and are now convinced about what I am saying, but yet confused on what to do to be safe from the impending disaster? Are you wondering how you will survive without taking any solution for whatever pandemic to come? Here's the answer. The precious book, aka the Holy Bible, says in Psalms 91 verse 1 to 16, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him I will trust. Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that always wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands shall they bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. So it's simple. Run to our Creator, Yahweh, and you will not be forsaken. Thanks for watching Logical Truth TV. And if you haven't already, you should subscribe, like, and share. Also, you should turn on the notification bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. Link is in the description below if you want to support me. Thanks again, I love you, and I'm out.